All right.
Hey everybody, this is the Strike Zone Radio Show from Providence, Rhode Island, and we have the one, the only WWE Hall of Famer, Mean Gene Okerlund. Thank you for coming on that show.
Well, it's very kind of you to ask me. You know, I go Christmas shopping every year with my wife, which bores the hell out of me.
Yeah.
And I always carry a bottle of either Aquafina or Dasani. And needless to say, it's not water. I get gassed up when I'm picking out those neckties.
Is that after you have a few of those Mean Gene burgers?
A few Mean Gene burgers and a few Okerlunds. Plus, I usually top that off with a nice Kettle One martini, up and dirty, ice water back.
Now, Mean Gene, in my humble opinion, you are the greatest interviewer in the history of this prestigious business we call professional wrestling. What I wanted to ask you, what do you think makes a good interview?
I think really what makes a good interviewer, somebody that listens. If you listen, I got to listen to you. All I have to do is hear what you have to say, and then we've got a conversation. An interview should be a conversation. Do you not agree?
I agree.
How about yourself?
Absolutely.
Would you take that to the bank?
I would.
I like that. You guys have got the right kind of mindset.
And now, speaking of listening, because if you watch the Hulk Hogan, the Ultimate Warrior, the Macho Man, that's exactly what you did. You listened. You let them do their spiel, and that's exactly what you mean.
That's the reason I'm tone deaf today. No, I'm just kidding.
I can imagine.
Yeah, right. Well, a lot of hollering, yeah. The worst would have been the Nasty Boys.
Oh, the Nasty
Yeah,
Boys.
they had a couple of haircuts there. They both looked like they were going to the chair, you know, or either that they didn't pay their barber properly.
Yeah.
We should talk, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Who do you like nowadays who is in the interview role? You have Renee Young, you have some other people.
Well, I worked with Renee Young. I think the world of her. But I mean, I like the art of the interview is kind of gone because today everything's scripted for the most part. Back in the old days, I always used to say this to Vince McMahon. We did things back in the old days. We did better things by accident than they're doing on purpose today. But I don't want to knock the business today because, as you know, it is sensational. It's worldwide. It's global. It's a $1 billion enterprise. What can you say?
Exactly. And I have to ask you, after spending many years in the, in the 80s in the WWF, then you jump ship to WCW in the 90s. What did it feel like leaving WWF? Was it very difficult after all those years?
It was, but once again, greed rears its ugly head, and I did it for the money.
Yeah. Hey, you're honest about it.
Sure.
A lot of people don't. Same did Hulk Hogan.
Hey, I got kids, I got grandkids, I got to provide for them. I got to look out for myself. What the hell?
Yeah.
Give me a break. You guys aren't busting my balls because I accepted money.
Absolutely not.
It wasn't dirty money.
No. If WCW gave me money, I'd go.
Oh, Mean Gene, I would fly the banner proudly.
I like the way you think.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Now, you were part of Legends House last year in the WWE Network. How was that experience for you?
Well, you know what it's done? It's been a shot in the arm for the old timers.
Yeah.
For guys that I went through business with when that entire landscape changed back in the mid 80s, with Hulk Hogan's Rock and Wrestling going mainstream, and WrestleMania one, of course, blew the top off the joint at MSG, and it was a very exciting period, an era that changed wrestling forever. Now all of a sudden, we got Donald Trump. He's everywhere. I'm afraid he's a politician too. Things have changed, and I think we were all part of that change. And to this very day, the guys in the know give us credit for making that transition over to real old school, to the new era, and everything that has taken place since 1985.
Now going back to that year, I think it's 1984. You were in a tag match with Hulk Hogan. against Mr. Fuji.
You're not going to bring that up, are you?
I just gotta ask, I know you're an interviewer. How is it, being a wrestler? How'd you prepare for that?
Well, I did prepare. It's documented in all the footage that I had with Hogan. But the thing that really got to me is I thought Mr. Fuji was an honorable man. You know what he did to me? You heard, right? He gave me the 5-on-2. Took the breath away from me. Just devastated me.
Yeah. That sounds like Mr. Fuji.
Yeah.
What we've seen in
5-on-2.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Ladies and gentlemen, WWE Hall of Famer, Mean Gene Okerlund. You know something, Mean Gene. One last question, sir. Who's your favorite person to interview?
Oh, cannot answer that. Why the hell would you ask that question?
Or let's bring it another way. If you could bring back one person to interview one last time, who would it be?
Well, we just lost him a couple of weeks ago. I'd like to bring back the American Dream. He could cut a promo, brother. He could monkey like a monkey.
Is there actually, I know you had a lot of great interviews with the Ultimate Warrior, Dusty Rhodes, Macho Man. Is there one that always stands out of all the legends you interviewed that you always remember or you can't, stop
Well, I
talking
mean,
about?
I did so many interviews with Hogan, Savage, Piper, with the Warrior, who was a little nutty.
Oh, yeah.
But Ric Flair, I mean, think of all the in-ring interviews I did with him, both in WWE and WCW. He hit a home run every time he was out.
Oh, yeah.
on
Mean
center.
who? Gene?
Yeah, my God.
Yeah.
He had the balls to say that.
Did. Well,